The unseen masterpieces of Robert Redford. The recent passing of Robert Redford has prompted many to revisit his iconic films, honoring one of cinema's most celebrated stars. It's no surprise that there are countless remarkable movies in his repertoire. Renowned for his selective approach to roles, Redford's filmography is largely devoid of failures, aside from a few missteps, like Havana, which, while not a standout, certainly has its merits. In the coming weeks, audiences will likely indulge in his legendary collaborations with Paul Newman, such as Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and The Sting, alongside timeless classics like All the President's Men, The Natural, The Way We Were, and Out of Africa, the latter of which, despite not being my personal favorite, boasts an unforgettable score. Other notable films include The Horse Whisperer and Indecent Proposal, among many others. However, here at Joe Blow, we take a different approach. For years, I've maintained a column titled The Best Movie You Never Saw, and in the spirit of honoring Redford, much like I did for Gene Hackman, I want to shine a light on some of his lesser-known yet equally deserving films that merit a second viewing. The Hot Rock. Written by the talented William Goldman, who also penned some of Redford's most acclaimed works like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and The Sting, The Hot Rock is a delightful crime caper that has unfortunately become somewhat elusive in recent years, though it occasionally appears on the Criterion Channel. Based on Donald Westlake's novel, the film features Redford as John Dortmunder, a thief who faces a series of comical failures while attempting to steal the same precious gem. He is joined by the late George Segal, who plays his brother-in-law and partner in crime. The film is filled with clever plot twists and features a memorable performance by Zero Mostel. This film represents one of the few times Redford ventured into the realm of straight comedy, aside from his role in Legal Eagles. Jeremiah Johnson, directed by Sidney Pollack, this Western is perhaps best known today for the gif it inspired, but it is, in fact, a poignant and sensitive tale set against the backdrop of the frontier. Redford portrays a rugged mountain man, a role that is quite different from his usual characters. The story follows Jeremiah as he inadvertently trespasses on sacred Native American land, leading to a relentless pursuit by the Crow tribe, who send wave after wave of warriors to eliminate him. Yet none succeed. While the film culminates in action, much of it is a heartfelt romance, depicting Jeremiah's life with the daughter of a Crow leader, only for tragedy to intervene. Redford's portrayal brings a gentle depth to the character that might have been lacking had it been played by more conventional action stars like Steve McQueen. 3 Days of the Condor. Although Redford is not typically associated with action films, he made an exception for this gripping post-Watergate thriller. In this film, he plays a CIA analyst who inadvertently uncovers a vast conspiracy and finds himself on the run from his own government. While the premise may seem familiar today, it was groundbreaking at the time of its release. Director Sidney Pollack crafted several suspenseful sequences, and Redford's later casting in Captain America: The Winter Soldier serves as a nod to this earlier work. Brubaker. In one of his more intense dramas, Brubaker, Redford takes on the role of a reform-minded prison warden, determined to expose and rectify the corruption within the penal system. Based on a true story, the film features a compelling first act where Brubaker goes undercover as an inmate, keeping the audience in suspense about his true identity until well into the narrative. This film pairs well with another prison-themed movie he starred in years later, The Last Castle. Spy Game. While I considered including Sneakers, which has already achieved classic status, I've opted to highlight Tony Scott's Spy Game instead. This stylish techno-thriller features Redford alongside Brad Pitt, whom he helped discover in A River Runs Through It. The film is characterized by its dynamic editing and Scott's energetic direction, making it a unique entry in Redford's extensive filmography. And there you have it. If you're eager to explore more of Redford's underrated gems, don't miss out on films like All Is Lost, The Old Man and the Gun, The Electric Horseman, and The Candidate. So, what's your personal favorite Robert Redford film? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below.